Your Name 2016. Synopsis. Mitsuha is a teenager who hates her rural life in the countryside. Meanwhile, Taki is a boy living in Tokyo who dreams of becoming an artist or an architect. The destinies of these young people intertwine the night two stars fall from the sky, and they begin to exchange bodies overnight. As time passes, they develop ways of communicating with each other and a growing longing to meet in person. Plot. I feel like I'm always searching for something, someone. We all feel that at some point in our lives. A sense of displacement from our daily lives, and a search for something that would anchor us to a more commonly perceived sense of normalcy. Your Name is about this highly relatable sense of searching for something, someone, somewhere. And so much more. It's a beautiful and captivating piece of work that gets off to a rocky start, but builds remarkable momentum toward an emotional and powerful ending. One day, Taki wakes up and looks down only to see breasts. She's in Mitsuha's body. The next day, Mitsuha wakes up again in her own form, but with only vague memories of the day before. And, of course, the same thing happens in reverse. Primarily through arguments with the people around them about how strange they were acting, Mitsuha and Taki discover they're randomly switching bodies, only after sleeping. Instead of getting into crazy Disney-esque fun, they work to help each other, leaving notes and diaries about what happened when they switched places. For example, Mitsuha has the courage to talk to the girl Taki likes, serving as a sort of Cyrano de Bergerac. But one day, they stop switching, and Taki can't possess Mitsuha anymore. He has vague memories of glimpses into Mitsuha's life and sets out to try to find her. This is when Your Name becomes something very unexpected. While in Mitsuha's body, Taki accompanies Mitsuha's grandmother, Hitoha, and her younger sister, Yatsuha, to the Shinto shrine on a mountain near Itomori, leaving a kuchikamizaki offering made from Mitsuha's spit. Hitoha explains that God rules over both time and connections between humans. Mitsuha tells Taki that the comet Tiamat is expected to pass closest to Earth on the day of the autumn festival. Instead, with Taki, he goes out with Miki in his own body. Miki enjoys the date, but tells Taki that he is preoccupied with someone else. She also notices that he is not the same person she had fallen in love with in the days leading up to the meeting, and therefore accepts the date. That is to say, when Taki already had his mercy over Miss Okudera, he simply messed up mainly because he was tense under the pressure of the date, which formed a drastic change in his behavior with Okudera in the days prior. After this, it was noticeable that Taki was thinking about Mitsuha, but how? It is unknown, but Okudera noticed both things. When Taki realizes that he is falling in love with Mitsuha, Taki tries to call her but cannot reach her. The body change inexplicably stops just as it began. Taki, Miki, and their friend Tsukasa travel to Hida to search for Mitsuha. Taki doesn't know the name of Mitsuha's town, so he sketches the landscape from memory. A restaurant owner in Takayama recognizes the town as Itomori and offers Taki and his friends a ride. When they arrive, they find the town almost completely decimated by fragments that fell from Tiamat. Since the comet passed 3 years prior, Taki realizes that he and Mitsuha were separated by 3 years, she living in 2013 and he in 2016. He finds Mitsuha's name among the 500 people killed by the comet's impact. Taki begins to lose his memories of Mitsuha, watching her messages disappear from his phone. Panicking, he runs to the shrine and drinks the kuchikamizaki. He has a vision and remembers that Mitsuha once came to Tokyo looking for him. Though he didn't recognize her, she gave him a tape that he has used ever since. Taki awakens in Mitsuha's body on the morning of the festival, where Hitoha speaks directly to him, explaining that the body-switching phenomenon has always run in their family. Realizing he has a chance to save Mitsuha and the entire town, Taki convinces Mitsuha's friends to help him broadcast an emergency signal, evacuating Itomori before the meteor fragments attack. He then heads to the shrine, where Mitsuha has just awakened in Taki's body. As dusk falls, their timelines intersect, allowing them to meet in person for the first time. Taki returns Mitsuha's ribbon, and they attempt to write their names on each other's palms, but dusk ends before Mitsuha can write hers. Love isn't something that needs to be explained, but a feeling, and Your Name treats that feeling as ethereal. Love isn't imposed by space or time, but by individuals who are inextricably linked no matter where they are. The ending of your name shows a time jump of 8 years after the comet impact, meaning that 8 years have passed for Mitsuha since she met Taki, and 5 years have passed for Taki since he last met Mitsuha. Mitsuha has dropped out of school and has finally found a new life and job in Tokyo. Taki has also graduated and is looking for work. These are the opening scenes of your name. Generally over the years Taki and Mitsuha have this longing to be searching for a person or a thing, even though they can't remember any of their minutes of changing, they feel an association. This is similar by the "I love you" that Taki composes in Mitsuha's hands. In their last second together Taki admits his feelings to Mitsuha and not just her name. Likewise Mitsuha uses the rope that Taki has kept for so long and during their changes. The presence of the rope and their shared inclination for each other leaves them in a condition of subconscious searching for each other. We see Taki and Mitsuha spending a few minutes in Tokyo. Taki even goes to a cafe where Teshi and Sayaka are eating. It seems that both are together and live in Tokyo. Taki has dark memories of their names but the two leave the hamburger shop. Okudera comes to meet Taki, who is currently married. They both talk and notice they don't have many memories of the day they went to eat omori. She wishes him luck and leaves. Taki and Mitsuha finally meet up on their respective trains. They keep running here and they're looking for each other and finally meet on the stairs. They continue walking without talking. After all they both find it weird to randomly talk to a stranger they've never been to. The ending scene of your name sees Taki breaking the ice by asking Mitsuha if they've met before. She responds agreeing to the same thought. Their connection starts again. They shed a tear, ask each other's name, and then the movie comes to an end. Comments. Critic and reception. Kimi no Na wa received extremely positive reviews from critics and general audiences. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film has a 98% approval rating, based on 96 reviews, with a critical score of 8.2 out of 10 and a consensus that reads, "Beautifully animated, as well as emotionally satisfying." Kimi no Na wa adds another remarkable chapter to writer-director Makoto Shinkai's filmography. It has a 94% approval rating from audiences, based on 2,735 votes, with a score of 4.6 to 5. Metacritic has given the film a score of 78 out of 100, based on 25 reviews, indicating generally favorable reviews. On IMDb, users have given it a score of 8.4 out of 10, based on over 55,000 votes. On Anime News Network it has an approximate score of 9 out of 10, rated as excellent, based on 272 votes, while on MyAnimeList it has a rating of 9.2/10, based on over 320,000 votes. Opinion and explanation. But there's a curiosity, for example, why, when it came to writing her name, Taki decided to say, "I love you," to her. That is, he preferred to confess his feelings to her rather than write his name so she would remember him. But let's look at this. The bond between Taki and Mitsuha was so strong, and your name explains that neither of them would be able to hold on to the memories of the body-switching days for long. This seemed to be a consequence of the body-switching process, since Mitsuha's grandmother, who also had strange dreams about another life, couldn't remember much of her own experiences. Taki was aware that he and Mitsuha would forget each other after the magic hour was over, and therefore, he suggested that they both write their names on each other's hands. That way, they would each remember each other's names. But nevertheless, Taki decided to write, "I love you," instead, which turned out to be the right decision in the your name ending, as the perfect symbol for one of the best romance anime stories. Even if Taki had written his name on her hand, she would have quickly forgotten the context of it when writing, "I love you," on Mitsuha's hand. Your name explained that Taki made sure that she would at least know that he was in love with her before she lost all her memories of their time together, meaning that when she saw his name, she frankly wouldn't know what the heck happened, who he was, why he had that name written on his hand. But by saying, "I love you," to her, it was such a powerful word that even if she didn't remember it well, she would know there was something special behind it all. So, that's the simplest explanation your name gives for this. And well, as final comments, I have to say that this movie has splendid animation. It was highly praised precisely for its animation, regardless of the story and the script are superb. There's an inner feeling, something that makes you seek something. And maybe that's what separates adventurers from non-adventurers. So, when we feel something, let's do it and do like Taki. We have to break the ice. Maybe our destiny has passed us by and we can't let it go. I'll leave you I hope you liked it. I look forward to your comments, recommendations, and goodbye.